We are on the job with Erin McDowell and Ian Moppert. Ian, I understand you are an ice cream scientist. Tell us about this job.
So I happened upon it randomly. I'm a food scientist by trade, and so specifically, I work for Tillamook's R&D team as a product development scientist. And with the heavy amount of ice cream formulation we do, that kind of translates to ice cream scientist on a lot of days.
You win the lottery for best job ever.
Oh,
Totally.
Believe me, this is quite literally my dream job. Quite happy with it.
Erin, you're a baker. What can you tell us?
Well, I am a cookbook author. I've written a bunch of cookbooks, and a few years ago, I wrote to my friends at Tillamook because I had kind of a childhood experience with the brand. I really loved it, and I have been working with them ever since. And this year, I'm particularly excited to talk about our Friendsgiving menu, which has a lot of classic Thanksgiving and holiday flavors, but with a little bit of a bold twist. Like, we've got this beautiful crostini in front of me. It's a honey roasted butternut squash crostini with Tillamook original cream cheese. That cream cheese is tangy and creamy. Then you get that sweet caramelized squash. It is a great way to welcome your guests kind of right when they walk in the door. But I think every table really needs these flaky biscuits. They're loaded with Tillamook sharp cheddar, and they're also paired with this gochujang compound butter. Gochujang is a sweet and spicy pepper paste. It really takes this over the top. Best of all, it's so simple to make, but your guests are really going to think you went the extra mile for them. And then when you're talking about crowd-pleasing dishes, I always think it's important to bring a few of those. You want to make everyone happy. This pimento mac and cheese is going to do just that. You get a little bit of smokiness from the pimento, plus tons of Tillamook sharp cheddar shreds, and that creamy Tillamook unsalted butter is the kind of base of it all. It's really decadent, indulgent. Everyone's going to love it.
I understand you are a pie expert. How did you get started?
So I started baking pies with my grandma when I was 14 years old, and I have been baking them and shouting about them from the rooftops ever since. I wrote a best-selling cookbook, The Book on Pie, and this year I'm really excited about this cranberry cream pie recipe. A lot of pie recipes have ice cream on the top, a la mode, but this one actually starts with melted Tillamook vanilla bean ice cream. You use that, you blend it with a classic holiday flavor of cranberry to make the filling. And then the crust uses that extra creamy Tillamook butter. Tillamook really delivers when it comes to that flavor, that creaminess. So I'm really picky about the type of butter I use. It's the only one for me.
Ian, everything looks so delicious. What else can you show us?
So a perfect way to pair ice cream with Erin's pies. So Tillamook has a couple of great offerings this season, but first let me tell you a little bit more about what makes our ice cream so special. So we really strive to do right by our fans. And so what this is we will always use the highest quality premium ingredients paired with the fact that we actually have a much higher cream and butterfat content in our ice cream. So what this translates to is a much more rich, decadent, smooth, and creamy experience from the first scoop all the way to the last. And so I mentioned that we have a couple new offerings this season, the first of which is going to be our peppermint bark. So this is going to be a peppermint ice cream, and that's going to have smashed candy cane bits and white chocolate chunks throughout. And then my personal favorite, and that is going to be a holiday sugar cookie. So this will be a rich, decadent cookie dough base then that has holiday sugar cookie dough chunks throughout, and then finished off with our creme brulee sprinkles. It is absolutely phenomenal. And a scoop of it with her cream pie.
Yes.
Really good. So you can visit us on Tillamook.com for a whole host of recipes from appetizers, mains to desserts. And then also don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Thank you for sharing your wonderful recipes.
Thanks so
Excellent.
much.
Thanam. For where to see our show on TV.